Now we want to actually interact with this component and make sure that when we click increment and decrement that the right things happen. So the next thing I'm going to do is I need to retrieve those buttons. So if I console log the document body inner HTML, then I should see both of these buttons, decrement and increment. I need to get access to those. So I'm going to say div.query selector all button, and that should get me back both of those buttons, which I will just destructure right here for decrement because that's first, and then increment because that's second. And then I can come down here and we'll say increment, click, and then we can make an assertion on the output. But let's go ahead and console log our document body inner HTML again, and we'll take a look at the output there. Looks like you need to spell things correctly in programming, otherwise it doesn't work. So let's spell that correctly. There we go. And now we're getting current count is 1. So things are working, and now we just need to make an assertion to make sure that they continue to work as we make refactors to this code base. So now we can assert that the current count is indeed 1. Sweet, it is. And we can break this assertion by changing our increment to increment by 2 instead of just by 1. And now we are getting a broken test. So we are actually testing what we think we are, and our test is providing us real value. And then on top of this, let's go ahead and say decrement.click, just calling the click method on that button. And now if we move this down, we'll see that our current count is back to 0. So let's go ahead and we'll copy this, paste that, save it. And the test is passing. Let's make sure that it can fail. So if we subtract by 2, for example, now our current count is getting set to -1. So we've broken our test, and our test is providing some actual value here. So that is awesome. I'm feeling really good about this. And our test is providing us some real value. So we've taken care of all of those things. Let's go ahead and review. So what we did here is we added some actions and some additional assertions where we're interacting with our component in a way that the user would by clicking on the button and then expecting the text content to change accordingly. And then we clicked on the decrement button and expected that text content to change as well. And we also verified that our tests are providing us value by making sure that they can fail if we make breaking changes to our counter.